Hi, I'm Raven-Symoné, and this is how I got better. I was born in Atlanta, Georgia. My mother and father met in Atlanta. They had me at a young age. They put me into modeling. My mother's favorite show was The Cosby Show. One day, I guess I saw the look on my mom's face and I said, hey, I can do what Rudy can do. They packed up everything and they sold everything they had. They put me in the back of their car and we drove to New York. I auditioned and I got the part.
Mom, you know like a bird?
Being on television sets from age 3 till age 30, I'm more comfortable there. I know what lines I'm supposed to say. Somebody else picks my clothes for me. I have makeup done, I have hair done, and you create a family with these people that sometimes are closer to you than your own family. It's not very healthy later in life for me. My likeness, whether you see it in an interview, whether you see it on print, whether you see it, however you see it at that time, had 15 people dictating what I should and should not look like. If I did whatever I want, I'm not gonna sell because it doesn't go with the brand. I was branded at such a young age. And then you wonder why all of these child stars have these issues. You were not allowing them to grow up as human beings. You were stifling them at the youngest and most important development age of their time, and then you expect them to be normal later? In my head, I have 3 different brains. At that age, you had to compartmentalize. When you're in the public eye, you have to. I dare you to know all of your school and go to class and do a TV show and do the red carpet and not talk back because you're still a kid. So there's a little bit of a disconnect for me in that area. My awareness of my sexuality was prevalent to me at 12, but there was some things younger in like the 10 single digits. I had friends that I experimented but never went far because I knew that this can't be talked about. I kind of like pushed myself to open myself up to look for boys in a more than just, you know, oh my God way. I look back now and I'm going like, whoa, you liked girls. You liked them. I didn't want to tell my parents because I didn't. I knew I couldn't say it out loud because, oh my God, little Olivia's gay? This is crazy. I had the #1 show on Disney. I had multiple albums. I'd been on tour with NSYNC. People have bucket lists. My bucket list was finished at 18. I didn't want to deal with that. I didn't want to deal with it, and I didn't care what was going on. I remember when Ellen came out, and I remember rumors surrounding other people, but when that happened, there were no good conversations coming out of it. It was always negative. So if you don't see other people going through it in a positive way, why would you say anything? There was nothing that would have made me want to deal with my own issue at that time. Nothing. Even if I got sick, I probably would have been like, I'm taking this to the grave. But that eats at your soul. That eats at your soul. Period. I never thought I would ever come out. I never thought I would come out because my personal life didn't matter. It was only what was supposed to be sold as, you know, the Raven-Symoné brand. So it was something that I always thought in my head, I'll always have a friend. I'll have a husband and I'll have a friend on the side so I can be happy. So I can have both, you know, taken care of. I get this, you get the beard, you get whatever. That didn't last. I don't care anymore because I fell in love. And I was kind of over the industry. I wanted to retire. And I said, well, if I'm not gonna be in the industry, then I can come out. So I did that. Went to college, I felt good. And I had support there beyond belief, and that was the first time where I felt like I didn't have to have a beard. I didn't have to have a man standing by me because I'm in love with a girl. And I had a call with my mom, and she was like, I don't know what's going on. I know this is a phase. I'm like, yeah, Mom, it's a phase. And I'm gonna let you have that sentence because I didn't tell you about it. I hid it from you for so long. So I'll let you go through the natural progression of what a parent thinks when your child comes out. It's a phase, they'll get over it. Okay, I'll let you have it. She's still working with it. And I told my dad, he was like, I had a feeling. I'm like, yeah, I had like every pair of Jordans ever, of course. Not that that means anything. But I mean, I felt lighter. I felt like I could go out and not have to put on 17 different hats to be myself. So I fell in love. Yeah. When I realized that just living my truth of what I am, there's one less person to fight me in my own head. I can get to the problem a little bit more. But art is my passion. I can sit in my art room for hours and not hear one voice. It's kind of like sanctuary for me. That took away even the fight of my sexuality in my head. It's the first time I actually felt free is with my physical art. So now when I deal with an issue with my weight or with a friend or a family member or something in the industry, it's not that hard. As of right now, if I had to speak to someone that was going through a problem in their life that feels too large to even deal with, the good news is it will pass. You'll get bumps and bruises, but if you stick through it, people forget, and time goes on, and hopefully you learn from it. Don't stress. Learn how to deal with it now that you're young. Openness is most important because it doesn't matter what you see me as and you label me, it's what I label myself. It's funny because when I came out, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I thought I was gonna die because when you hold on a secret for so long, like it just keeps building and building and building, and one day the top is gonna explode over. First of all, I thought I lost all my talent because I thought that my secret gayness inside of me was the reason I was so amazing. But it wasn't. It was just making my tears a lot bigger.